Hey friends, welcome to our daily 5 for 5. First of all, thank you for going to our new YouTube channel and subscribing because once we get to those 100 subscribers, we can put a URL of our own where we can give that to people and they can find our 5 for 5 messages all in one place, and it will be easy, and we're halfway there. I think we went over 50 today, so I think we can get to 100 so we can get that URL, but thank you for doing that. So yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday, and if you watched that, to me it wasn't much of a game, but of course I don't know a whole lot about what's going on while they're out there. I, as my usual self, eat snacks and enjoy the commercials. So, but I do realize that football is different than other sports in the sense that it is a team sport, and kind of like basketball, hockey, those things, as opposed to individual sports, golfing and tennis and those things. So, although I am not on an organized sports team at this point in my life, I think we all are on a life team, meaning that we have lots of people in our life that makes our life team. And I talked a little bit about this yesterday in my Sunday message, but our teams consist of different people. So I have a team that consists of my people, and you have a team that consists of your people, and then we have a team that consists of all of us together. But your team includes like your spouse or your significant other. It would include your children and your parents. It would include other family members. Your team would include people you work with. If you're on any community clubs or organizations, those people would be on your team. All of your friends are on your team. So just like a football team, we have lots of different people in our lives that make up our life team. And just like that football team, each person in our life plays a different role. And I talked yesterday about we all have emotional needs, and there are plenty of them. And I teach a class where you pick, your top 5 emotional needs. And what happens is when we look at that, we see that different people in our life fulfill those different needs. So you may have a need of approval, and you don't need that at home, but you need it at work. So somebody at work fulfills that position. And then you have an emotional need of affection. Well, you don't get the affection at work, hopefully, from the coworkers, you get it at home. And so your emotional needs are met by different people. And when we try to believe that just one person can fulfill every need we have, that's when we become disappointed and maybe even frustrated or angry. So it's important to see that our team is made up of a lot of different people, and they're in our lives for a lot of different reasons. So I like to think of it as our team of Chex Mix, okay? And so when I open Chex Mix, and I like my snacks because we had Cracker Jacks last week, I think. When I open my snacks of Chex Mix, oh my goodness, there's all kinds of things in there. And it takes every single thing in there to make it Chex Mix, because if it were just full of these, it would just be Chex. It would not be a Chex Mix. Or if it were just full of these, it would not be Chex Mix. So it takes all of these to serve a role in Chex Mix. So why doesn't it make sense that our lives are filled with different people with different roles that meet different needs? So, as I said yesterday in our longer version of this short version, is that everybody plays an important part of your team, but I want you to remember that you're on somebody else's team as well, okay? You have your bag of Chex Mix with all your people right here, but you are also in other people's Chex Mix and teams. So, I encouraged everyone yesterday to make sure that everybody in our team knows how important they are. Those people you work with, those people you live with, those people you're related to, those friends that put up with you, make sure they know how important they are to your team. And don't just tell them how important they are. Let them see how important they are, because there's a saying that says, actions speak louder than words. So we want to make sure that our team sees how important they are. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5 for 5.